We got one life to live. You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna maximize our time while we on this earth? Like, I'm just thinking about my legacy. This is the first time in my life I'm able to do music full time. Like, my full time occupation and career is making music. So this is the first time I've been able to do that. I love making music, and I'll never take that for granted. Not acknowledge the blessing that I have to just be able to freely create as an artist and as a creative and make a living off of it. So it's super dope. I was in the studio. It was me, Kid Genius. They were just going through samples, and they found the sample. I was like, nah, speed it up. And I found the BPM. And because I'm real involved in the production process, so I had them speed it up to the exact tempo I knew I wanted in my head. Man, I think something happened that day, man, when somebody just had me fucked up. I don't know what happened. I can't quite recall it, but somebody that day had me fucked up. I just was in the studio like last year I made 7 million. I was just on my bullshit, that day. Last year I made 7 million, didn't have to do a single fucking show. Shout out to my niggas up at Coca-Cola for the check they cut me at the Super Bowl. You can fact check, like I was in a Coca-Cola Super Bowl commercial in 2020 with Jonah Hill, Martin Scorsese. That sounds fucking crazy. And I thought it was like, the C's, like shout out to my niggas up at Coca-Cola for the check they cut me at the Super Bowl. I thought I was playing around with that. On my life moments is a Super Bowl. My nigga Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night, I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the perks you get from being super dope. Money can't buy you to get in the studio with Dr. Dre on your 21st birthday. You can only get that by being dope or being cool with Anderson .Paak. You know what I'm saying? This is real life, ain't no act in it. All these rap niggas, they be Brad Pittin'. Every little thing I do is mad different. Got my little cousins playing badminton. I mean, this is the fucking entertainment industry. I don't like get mad at it. I can't knock it. Whatever works for you. If you feeding your family with that, putting people on, putting people in positions of power by fucking acting and portraying a lifestyle that you ain't really living, like, nigga, fuck it. Go do that shit. That don't got shit to do with me. I just know I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I don't want no fucking problems with nobody either way. It's a lot of shit that come with that. I just want to put out high level energy, good energy, operate at a high level frequency and not just plugging in high level, but this shit is really a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Gave my little bro a quick 50 piece. He got the whole motherfucking trap hitting. I've been stacking up all these assets. Can be conducting any bad business. I never been done with money. Like, I never was the type to just blow hella bread on dumb shit. I always been saving money. I save probably like 90-80% of my total income for sure. Even within my career of music, like now we always have to conduct extremely dope business. Like, you got to be a man of your word. You got to always my execution had to be better when it comes to certain things within the business side of it. So just recognizing the growth that I needed to be a better overall artist, businessman, entrepreneur, and just a nigga that's trying to stack some bread. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me. My nigga, I'm big homie. Huh. Hey, I can't ever slip homie. My mama might flip on me. Like, yeah, so like I said, I keep that drip on me. But nigga, I'm big homie. You know what I'm saying? But I love that part. That's like my favorite part. Some people may not love it, but I love that part. My mom just say, like, man, like she remind me all the time, like, you in such a blessed position in life. Like, you gotta execute and take this as far as you can go. So you can't fucking take no days off. Like, when God give you blessings like this, you gotta take it to the moon as far as he intended for you to take it, and even, further, because we all have our own special assignments and missions that we were given, and we got to execute on it. So when I pray, I just ask God to just use me as a vessel to do your work on earth, and with that comes a lot of responsibility. So I can't be taking no days off. I got to go to the studio every day to make the best possible music as I can. Like, whoa, hey, drop top coupe in the motherfucking summer, I rest my case. Like, whoa, hey, I'm gonna live life to the fullest with every single breath I take. Like, we gotta maximize it, man. So like I said, I'm gonna live life to the fullest with every single breath I take, to inspire, to uplift, to make dope ass music, to make dope content, to do some dope shit. Super dope shit. Let me tell you niggas something real quick. Hey, and asshole, you can suck my dick, get cold every time that you touch my wrist. I'm the greatest, nigga. You can't fuck with this. For me to, be one of the best ever, like, that's my fucking life. This is my legacy at hand. I can't play with it. And sometimes in records, you manifest too. So, I'm the greatest, nigga. You can't fuck with this. But right now, I'm not the greatest. I got fucking one album out. But nigga, I'm trying to be. And so hopefully like 10 years from now, niggas would be looking like, oh shit, this nigga Ben said that, you know? My niggas pull up in them Chevys and Beamers. We all young and rich. You can't check my demeanor. I just bought a Birkin from my Aunt Regina. I've been getting money since I was a senior. But yeah, as a senior in high school, man, I was getting bread. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was dropping little local mixtapes and I was putting it on TuneCore, making my money from there. So I'll make like 500, 700. You know, as a high school kid, that's a lot of bread. And I just remember like having little stacks of cash like this. And you know, as a kid, when you earned it yourself, you know, it's like a whole thing. I thought I was fucking Al Pacino. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I be feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Niggas asking why I dropped the YBN. I had no other choice because we ain't own the shit. Like shit, I remember when I dropped YBN, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a popular thing at the time. You know, I was getting killed online. And I got tough skin. Like, this is just what come with the game. You know, I don't be tripping off anything. I can't be talking to kids about ownership and all of this, you know, when we pushing this brand that we don't even own. And, you know, obviously it go without saying, there ain't nothing against Namir and Jay. Like, you know, before I, you know, came to the conclusion that, you know, I was gonna drop the 3 letters, I called Namir and I asked for his blessing. You know, that was what was most important to me. I didn't care what anybody else think. As long as I had Namir's blessing, in which he gave it to me, that's all I needed. You know, like I got forever eternal gratefulness and appreciativeness of that dude, you know, like for real. You know, that janky shit, I'm not condoning it. And with a couple niggas, I got a bone to pick. I'm on some movement shit, y'all on some moment shit. But I'll be here forever. Y'all can go and quit. We had bad bitches in a new Bentley, just re-up from that new stemmy. My brother counting them blue Benjis, only feel good with my crew with me. Like, whoa, sometimes life experiences are the biggest blessing. All my niggas got passports. All my niggas done seen the world a couple times over, you know? So that within itself is a blessing. That's why I got my little cousins playing badminton, because that's not no shit that, you know, no little black kids usually be doing. You know, just try to open everybody's eyes to different life experiences. That's one of the big blessings in this thing. And like I said, when you have blessings, you got to be a blessing because it always reciprocates and come back to you. They tried to question my character. Young, rich, and black, they hate me in America. We some real niggas, don't fit the criteria. Don't like your vibe, not allowed in my area. You know, the most dangerous person in America is the young, educated black man. I'm a young, wealthy, educated black man. That's even more dangerous. So I was not supposed to succeed at this level. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be fucking in Paris with the homies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be texting a deca billionaire. You know, I'm not supposed to do all of this fly shit that I be doing all the time in life based upon the system that was structured. So young, rich, and black, boy, them niggas hate me. They hate me in America, for real. I entered this game and I came here to change it. Speak my beliefs, now they calling me dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm going to maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greatest. Everybody's goal is to be the best. You know, if you're whatever craft that you do in life, whether you want to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, you gotta want to be the best at it. Else, why the fuck are you doing it? Because I won't be able to live with myself as an old man if I didn't put all of my energy and transmute it into something great and just be the best person that I can be, possibly. You know, I can sleep when I'm 90 years old and be like, man, I really put my all into this shit. So anybody got a problem with me, can't fake, kick it, fuck your politicking. I ain't worried about it. I know God is with me. And your peace of mind is worth $1.50. But I think T.I. said in this line too, a motivation, with God with me, who can be against me? You know, I'm going to just be myself to the fullest and unapologetic as fuck. That's it. And anybody who got a problem with that, like, nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because I got God with me, bro. When God with me, like, it don't matter who is against me, you know? My peace of mind is what's most important to me. Your peace of mind is worth $1.50 to you. You'll do whatever for the fame and the money and the accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, I wouldn't do anything that sacrifices my morals, my values, my ethics, my belief system, any of that, because I need my peace of mind. Peace of mind is priceless. You know what? I got that from Jay Prince's book, you know, The Art and Science of Respect. He always talking about movement and not a moment. That's something that I really take to heart because I'm always thinking about long term. You know, one of the Drake lines I love, man, y'all niggas party too much, man. I just chill and record. Like, oh my, like, I can talk all day about that fucking Nothing Was the Same album, how incredible that was.